We should be aspiring to be a better person because there's an audience out there that's aspiring to be you.
Extremely quick on 2 and 4, just accelerates across the wing.
Your presence has an impact, and I always want that to be positive.
Terrific win for Wade Cox.
Take me back to the beginning, because I just want to know, like, the initial spark.
Well, we grew up camping, and we had the pull behind, and then we had heard about this slalom course, you know, up on the other end of the lake. And so eventually we meandered up there and we found it. They took me into the course and I became a buoy chaser, as they say. Like, I was addicted instantly. The first sort of monumental moment was winning the Nationals in '81. I won what I'd sort of been working for the last couple years since my first organized tournament. Then I got back to school, and I remember I was like 7th grade. I fully realized, wow, I am just an average athlete. When you're in the 8th grade and you can't make the 9th grade football team at our school, then you were just 2nd rate. There was 10 kids that would get the call up, and I didn't make it. It was like devastating, but I'm like, but I'm national champion at something else, even though maybe the numbers are smaller. And that was it. That was sort of that first sort of awakening to what could be.
This ski is specially equipped with a Venturi concave, and this really channels the water right out the back of the ski. And the ski is made long and very narrow because we want to accelerate really fast on it, but then it's really narrow at the back so we can really decelerate and turn it.
It sort of just evolved, I think. My direction, my goals, I was just gradually decided I'm going to be a pro water skier, and yeah, and then that sort of evolved, and well, if you're going to do this, why not be the best?
7 feet, and that'll make things especially difficult for this man, Wade Cox, 22 years old, the youngest skier ever to win a tournament at age 21 last season.
Water skiing is an art. You can call it a sport, it's an activity. There are some scientific things that go on, but it's still an art. The learning was about letting your body do the work, get rid of your mind. My dad had a video camera. We studied film of people that were doing it the right way. We didn't know the mechanics, we didn't know the language, but you could see the beauty. That's the way to do it.
Wade is looking to get any part of number 5. He's down deep around number 2. Comes into 3. Back on the ski, a little slow there. Around number 4. Can he get around number 5? And he's got it. He's got the victory, and he's going to make the pass.
And Wade says, good job to the boat driver, but I don't know if he fully realizes that he has won this event. His first ever slalom title here at the Masters. Oh, I think he does now. Look at him. He's a little bit excited. Congratulations to Wade Cox.
I had been sitting there waiting in vain, if you will, for almost 5 years, but 3 seconds in a row. So that was one of those, wow, I can't believe that this is what I'd wanted to do, is be number 1. It's hard not to sit there and say, wow, I'm not proud of being number 1 in the world, or I made the Hall of Fame. It was never even a thought, making the Hall of Fame. I'm going to say the majority of athletes that get to be number 1, you're so vain. You're so shallow. It's hard to have a bad day and not just destroy yourself. This winter, watching the Olympics the last sort of round, it just sort of resonated so much with me when the announcer would say he's won a bronze medal. He's won his country a silver medal. Because for me, that was just poison. Dude, you've lost the gold. How could you do this? I think every athlete would say, yeah, man, at one point, I wish I was a nicer person. I wish I was a little bit more welcoming. You got your bottom lip out and you're sulking and you're angry, and yeah, you're not enjoying the fact that you made it on the podium. I always hoped that other athletes would have the appreciation for the fact that someone else wants to be you. Like, that's heavy. There are posters on the wall, you know, at other people's homes, yeah, that your face is on. We should be aspiring to be a better person because there's an audience out there that's aspiring to be you. And sort of your sort of mojo or your sort of presence has an impact. And I always wanted that to be positive, you know.
Now here comes Wade Cox, 37 feet of rope. It is absolutely tiny. The handle is more than a foot inside the buoy, and we had...
I guess maybe unlike some other athletes, I was ready to go. I was ready. There was going to be no coming out of retirement. There's not going to be no, I'm coming off the sidelines. That was it. I served my time, if you will, and I felt I'd given it my all. I don't know if anyone could have given it more than I gave. So I was good with that. That actually made it really easy because where a lot of people really miss skiing, I was over the training and pain. Just sick of it. Sick of just having to be ready to ski and knowing all it was going to do was hurt, like really bad. A lot of the joy had dissipated. The lake was work, boat was work. I mean, if I wanted to go on a boat, I wanted to go on an offshore boat, off in salt water and go do something totally different than be on fresh water with cameras and I'd had enough.
You turn and you go in about 2-3 feet before you actually pull hard.
The really cool thing that happened, that changed everything, was my kids would start calling me at like 3 o'clock, especially my son. Dad, when are you gonna come home? Because they just wanted to go to the lake. Seeing the magazines when I was a kid and seeing our boat in the garage, that was hearing my kids, Dad, let's go to the lake, or hey, Dad, let's go do that. I taught my son how to drive first and my daughter. I'm like, all right, y'all drive me. And so now I'm wake surfing behind them. And I was like a kid. I just wanted to go to the lake, hang out with my kids. Sharing something with someone else is a lot better than just sharing it with yourself. Just seeing the joy that people get out of their skiing. Aunts, uncles, or their dads or big brothers say, man, you gotta ski with Wade. So I just embraced that. Out to the slalom course, gonna be a good day. The Syndicate Tour this past year was a blessing. A lot of people wanted that experience. Hey, they just want to go out on the water, have someone sort of take them out, show them a good time, and leave with a smile. And so, yeah, I enjoy that part. My sense of life, I couldn't even imagine, because through water skiing, I got to go all over the world. What I guess I'd be the most proud of was the prep, the discipline to the craft, you know, because it was hard.
Success this season for Wade Cox has come from being relaxed and having fun in practice.